he responded really well to the humor in it, particularly. He loves dark humor. He wanted to do more of it. He saw it kind of as American Gangster. He was going to kind of do his American Gangster version again.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Bloomberg, writing for movies in Sweden.
Hi, Jonathan. Good to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine. I finished Dope Thief just a few days ago, the entire first season now, and I've seen at least 50 shows already this year. That's a lot, but this
Yeah.
is my favorite so far. So
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so
So,
much.
so that, that's real high praise. I'm loving this show, and I really understand why you would like to do it. But could you say what was like the main reason that you fell for this story and wanted to spend a long time of your life
A long
making
time of
it
my
real?
life. Yeah. Probably a little over 4 years of my life on this. So I love con man stories, basically. I mean, I kind of learned to writing crime novels, and I thought Dennis DeFoya, the author, had such a clean premise. I love these guys that knew the drug world but were trying to stay out of it, but they thought they were justified in kind of taxing it, basically embezzling off of it. And I was really attracted to this whole moral apparatus that they built, like to make themselves Robin Hood and sort of feel justified in doing it, almost feel like they were heroic in doing it. And then I loved how those disguises, those ruses, those like false ideas about themselves were just broken down over the course of the whole thing. So it was I leapt at it when I knew what the story was.
Yeah. And I know you've worked with Ridley Scott on Gladiator 2 and stuff like that. But having him come in and direct that first episode on a show, he doesn't do that often. How did that go? Like that discussion to make that happen?
Fantastic. I mean, it was actually funny. It went so well because we were trying to do another movie together. I worked on Gladiator a little bit before David Scarpa took over on Gladiator, and Ridley and I had another movie that we'd worked methodically on for a long time about a war photographer. Um, and as sometimes happens, it fell through. It lost its financing, which it happens all. It's a chaotic business. And Ridley, he doesn't get a, he Ridley wants to be working. So I just, almost as a joke, I showed him the pilot. I'm like, I love to Raised by Wolves. You wanna do another TV show? I didn't even think he was going to read it. He read it that night. He responded really well to the humor in it, particularly. He loves dark humor. He wanted to do more of it. He saw it kind of as American Gangster. He was going to kind of do his American Gangster version again, and uh,
Yeah.
which he'd shot in Harlem. And he just completely got it right away. So it was fast and he was on board. And then he was just pivotal to starting kind of the color template of the show, the pace of the show. Um, it was really a privilege to get to work with him and watch him do it at the beginning.
Yeah, and for me, I said it's one of my favorite shows, or the favorite show right now. And I would say that Brian is a lot of the reason for that being the case. His acting on the show. How like important was it to land that role in particular, Ray?
I think it made the show. I mean, I think the show it's Brian. It is his show, and and he was at the first on our list. I couldn't believe how lucky we were when we got him. And I knew he was good. I was a big fan of Atlanta. I knew he'd be able to do it. I knew he'd be likable despite questionable things that he did. Um, but he's incredible. He's better than I ever could have imagined he was. There were days where I was giving him six things to think about in a scene, and he was juggling all of them. And just to see if he could do it, we'd throw in a few more things, and he could do that too. I mean, he's off the charts both in terms of his emotional intelligence, his work ethic, but then and he's incredibly trained too. He's Yale trained and everything, but it's like he's trained enough that he can take the training and then go beyond it and become improvisational and creative and kind of he's really an incredible guy. I just was excited to come to work every day and watch him craft this character out of what I was handing him.
Yeah, and me as a viewer too. So thanks a lot for taking the time to speak with me today, and best of luck with the premiere now.
Thank you so much. That was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.